Good morning. It's January the 17th, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. You've been hearing a lot about Iranian protests from the Trump administration, but it may not be exactly how they are framing it. Right now, since January 8th, there have been about 275 protests, people in the street throwing trash, burning stuff, etc. But most of these are not designed for regime change. They're economic in nature. The Iranian rial, their unit of currency, has severely devalued in the past 6 months, and people simply want some economic concessions from the government so they can live. Now, there have been other protests, about 210, and these are anti government sentiments in nature completely. And these people are demanding regime change. And this is what the Trump administration wants to latch on to and to make it appear as if it's a Wild West out in Iran, but it's actually not. But if you think about it, and you don't have to think very carefully, look at the situation in Iran and then juxtapose it to the U.S. situation. As I said before, that the Iranian currency has devalued severely over the past 6 months. The U.S. dollar has lost 20% of its value against worldwide currencies, particularly the euro, which makes importing items even more costly, particularly when you combine those with those stupid tariffs. I think that the Trump administration is concerned that if the forces in Iran are successful with their protests, that they will lead to some sort of political and economic concessions on the Iranian government. And if U.S. eyes are watching them closely, then they will eventually have to follow suit. So this isn't about freedom. This isn't about getting their leader out so they can put someone in to help the people of Iran. This is to provide some sort of cushion against the Trump administration from Americans to doing the same thing. I made no bones about it for over a year, is that what Americans need in order to effect not regime change, but economic and political reforms is a nationwide strike. The stakes are really high because it seems every day we have a report of another ICE atrocity. We hear another bellicose bellowing from Trump about Greenland and Venezuela. And I think that most Americans do not agree with any of these things that he has put forward. They want to put food on the table. They want housing prices to be affordable. They want medical care. And they do not want any more military adventures out of the country that, frankly, we can't afford to pay for. So if you're looking at Iran and you are biting your nails, wondering how this is going to go down, my personal opinion is that the military is spread very thin right now, and you can't invade Greenland, Venezuela, and put boots on the ground in Iran as well. And last thing, no country will ever be conquered by airstrikes. So it puts the Trump administration in a bit of a quandary. What's more important? And I think in the coming weeks, we are going to see what we need to see. There is building resistance to this Greenland adventure in the Senate on both sides of the House. And I expect them to take control of this thing now to disallow all of the abuses that the Trump administration has enjoyed over the past year. So stay tuned. It's January the 17th, 2026, and I'm Reg Knight. Have a great weekend.